approach you are supposed to follow when writing a business plan. So if I may ask, when we say business plan, why do you need to write a business plan in the first place? Now I'm not talking about just planning. You can plan, you can just use this notepad and just sketch your plan. Am I correct? But is that a business plan professionally?
No.
Huh? No. So why do I need to go beyond this sheet of paper planning to a more professional writing of a business plan? Why? What are those things that I may need it for?
Because I need a guideline.
A guideline?
Guidelines.
Yeah, okay. But you can actually get that guideline from your sheet of paper, right? You can just sketch a sheet or a notepad or something on your phone, just list them. That is what I want to do. But why do I now have to have something, a document? You know what I meant by a document now? Binded, an official document. Why do I need that? Okay.
The business plan also helps us to know if a business is viable, and also through a business plan it can attract an investment, an investor that can invest in business.
Thank you very much. Summarily, the business plan, that official document, is basically for what? To seek some level of grants or support, or for the investor that want to maybe invest in your what? In your business. Are we together? That is where this professional write-up now comes in. Please, next slide. That's where it comes in. Okay, so what is a business plan? Next. So a business plan is the entrepreneur's roadmap of a successful enterprise. Yesterday we said if you fail to plan, then you have what? Planned to fail. So it is that roadmap that guides you. It's like the compass. You know what the compass is? For sailors, they have compass that shows direction where the ship should sail. It is that roadmap. Next slide. So it is a written document that describes in detail a proposed venture. In what? In detail. You don't leave anything to chance. If somebody that wants to give you money to start a business, he did not plug the money, did he? No. So he needs something to show that yes, this person knows what he or she is doing. And it is in this business plan that he can actually go through, okay, what is the market share, what is the target market, how does he intend to get this product, what is the product even about, what are the services that he wants to render, what is the financial requirement, because that's when you will decide if you can imagine someone whose worth is in millions but you have a proposal that is in billions. Is he going to sell himself and add to his worth and give to you? No. So these are all things that should be in the business plan. Then its purpose is to illustrate the current status, expected needs, and projected results of a new and expanding business. So you may have started your business, you may have written a business plan before, but in the long run, in the course of execution, you can still what? Have a new what? Business plan, because you've now had what? Experience. Am I correct? For some of us that are already in business, you already have experience. So if they tell you, okay, if you had a business plan year 1 of starting a business, and in year 4 you have an opportunity of bringing up another business plan in the same business area, are you going to produce the same thing? No. The years of experience will count, and it will inform what you are now presenting. So if before you are saying give me 500k, it will be enough, but that years of experience, you will know that 500k may not be enough. If before you think all I need is just maybe a small HP printer, maybe for a business center, but as you start the business, people come to ask for some certain services that printer cannot provide. So if you are updating your business plan, that particular equipment which you need will be what? Part of it. So a business plan is not just for when so you are starting a business. That's the sum of what I'm saying. It can still be as you have already what? Started in the course of the business. Someone may tell you, bring a proposal, because the business plan is like a proposal. Are we together? Bring a proposal like the illustration, though that's a fraudulent request. Bring a proposal of a business. So these are all part of it. In summary, a business plan, please, I have not moved. A business plan is the major tool to guide the operation of the venture as well as the primary document used to manage it. So what comes to our mind when with this in the political space?
Constitution.
What constitution? Thank you very much. Are you getting my point? It's more like a what? A constitution. Something that becomes a reference document. Okay, I'm doing, what did I even plan that I would do at this stage? You go back to it. But if you don't have that business plan, as you move on, what happens? It will become what we in Warri will say, anywhere belle face. Anywhere the wind blows you, you go. But with your business plan, you know that this is not a way for me to go. It will be this way. Next slide. So the nature of the business plan, like I said, is a roadmap, and like all plans, much of it may not happen as expected. Correct? Huh? Yeah. A plan, much of it may not what? Happen as what? Expected. Even as a country like Nigeria with all the resources, is it all parts of the budget that is implemented? No. Sometimes they will say there is no fund for this. As a matter of fact, as the budget is passed, there's something we call budget what? Deficit. There are plans, but they don't know where this money will come from. So a plan may not really work completely as you think, but it's better that you have a plan that is guiding you that did not work than when you don't have any plan, because you will never know if you are working or not. It's worse now, right? When you don't even know if you are alive or dead. But with the plan, you know that no, I'm not doing well. I need to re-strategize. This is not where I'm supposed to be at this year 4 or year 5 or year 8 of my business. I should have grown more than this. So this is a business plan that tells you that. Are we together?
Yeah.
Let's move on. However, so we must think about the conditions he or she will face as an entrepreneur. If the plan has to be changed, the person who prepared it then can modify the plan to fit reality. Because there's in political science, there's something called existential reality. What is it? Existential as it is today. It may be reality yesterday, but no longer reality today. Things change. So as things evolve, as things change, you can what? Change your plan as well. So we already know the benefits. Let's move on so that we can project the template. So what are the uses? We mentioned securing loans. That's talking about someone sponsoring the business or investing in the business. So you want to convince someone that it is okay for you to invest in this business. The person wants to look at the different aspects of the business, because the person is putting in money. He doesn't want to lose money. Though with the business plan, the business may still fail. Are you getting my point? It may still fail, but it's better that, because when you have the plan and you know that you projected something for this at this point and you are not seeing it, you may stop. You may apply the brakes in putting more money. Are you getting my point? Because you have a plan and the thing is not going as planned. So you now have to think through it. Look at where the challenges are. Correct them before you continue moving ahead. So, like we said before, it helps in managing the different aspects of the business operation. It communicates to outsiders the goals, objectives, and activities of the business. Who are these outsiders? Someone who is investing may be an outsider in terms of the operations. Are you getting my point? Though financially involved. Like Mr. Ekoma said, there are some CEOs, some directors, some managing directors that don't even know how the company functions. If some key people resign, that would be the end of the world. Company. I don't need to be a medical doctor to own a hospital, right? Do I?
No.
I don't need to. So if I establish a hospital or a clinic, it means I will need what? Medical doctors, nurses, and those people that are practitioners in that area to what? To man the place. So that means most everyday activity, will I even know what they are doing? No. But at least if there is a business plan, because the business plan tends to educate, that even when an outsider, someone who is not even in that area, picks it up, he can actually learn some things about the business. And when it's not going as planned, as some maybe an investor in a particular area, and you say, you call the attention of the person managing or whoever, that this is what the business plan has said. We should be at this point at this time. We should have done this, we should have done that. So please, can you offer your professional explanation, why have we not gotten to this point? So that's what the business plan does. So most people who want to go into business for themselves need to borrow money, right? And no bank will loan funds without a detailed business plan that shows. Though you are here with a strong hope that okay, you are going to get grants, but sometimes, so many times, business plan is not for what? For grants. Sometimes it's for what? Loans. Sometimes it's for someone who wants it. When someone is investing, the person is bearing part of the risk, right? But when someone is giving you loan, it does not have any access to your profit. It's just basically interest on it that you pay back. But even at that, though the person is not liable for the loss you may make, the bank is not, but the bank still want to be sure that this loan that they are giving will not become a bad debt. So that's it. They want to be sure. Not that anybody just walks into your bank, borrow me 10,000, I will pay you 50% interest monthly. They want to ask, what do you do? It's a nice proposal, right? 50% interest is a very high rate. So the question, but they will, how do you intend paying us this 50%? How? So that's where the business plan comes in. Let's move on. Let's just move. Okay, preparing the plan. So, like we said, it's a complete description of the business. In other words, that's why I said is a document, a booklet, something that details the operations, the objectives, the plans of the business, where the business will want to be at a particular point in time, and all that. Let's move on. Okay. So when we compile, it has to be based on information collected, to be collected from variety of sources. Though not very, shouldn't be very, very long. That's why they say 8 to 10 pages. It shouldn't be very, very long to bore. When someone is an investor, I think when they like summarizing things, the man has like few minutes to sit to start reading documents. So it should be straight to the point, but at least a little bit detailed, in such a way that, like, we have a policy when we are doing reports. There will always be this saying, if you are not there, can that report speak for itself? They don't need to pick phone to call you. So what do you mean in page 2? Is that okay? No. The report should speak for itself. So that's why it should be a bit detailed, but not too bogus, not too broad. Let's move on. So it's also very important, can you go back a bit? For you to consider your business plan as a marketing tool. So marketing tool, when you are marketing something, you try to state the positives, right, of that thing you are marketing. Have you seen someone marketing so that it talks about the bad aspect of it? No. But though you are stating the positives, you are close to reality to still state the weaknesses. We'll talk about SWOT analysis when we look at the template. You need to state the what? The weaknesses. You have strengths, yes. You want to convince me to invest money into your business, but you need to still be realistic. And someone asks you, so are you trying to say there's no problem associated with this business? Is there any business on earth that doesn't have any risk?
No.
No. It depends on how you state the problem. You can also state the problem to your advantage.
Yeah.
You understand me? I'm not talking about the previous one. I'm talking about real life. In case anybody asks you, okay, you have done all of this. Okay, what challenge do you have? State the challenge to your own advantage. Recently, I was giving a presentation on something. After I finished everything, they say, okay, what challenge do you have? When I finished the challenge, I was exposing myself for positivity. You understand me? I highlighted it so that at the end of the day, it will be positive to my side. Don't put your challenge to be your deficit. You understand what I'm trying to say? Though this is the challenge. Put the challenge let the challenge kind of magnify your strength at the end of the day. This is the challenge we have about this whole thing. That is why we are doing this. Exactly. And if we are able to do this, we should be able to clear this. Don't put the challenge in a way that as if there's no hopeless. No
way out.
No way out is hopeless.
Okay.
Then the guy will say, then why are you even here? You understand what I'm saying? So be careful the way you put your challenge.
Okay. That's it. So the point, that's what I wanted to express earlier. It's more like as you put the challenge, you put what? The possible remedy. How you can tackle that challenge. Hope we get it right. So let's move on. So you have the cover page, which should give the reader an instant impression of the business. So it needs to look what? Professional. Are we together? We know what cover page is. I believe we did countless assignments, and there's always one cover page that shows, okay, business plan or proposal of so Michael and Sons Limited. Are we together? That shows that it's professional and it carries the what? The dates. So that when someone picks it up any time in the future, they know the reality that plan is what? Is holding. So somebody picks up a plan of 2009. Maybe there is no date and the person says something like, if we run into issues where there are no air times, we'll just get to a roadside person that sells recharge card or use pay phone. Are you getting my? So when someone reads that in 2023, like where does that happen? But the date shows the what? The context. Hope we get the point. The context of the plan. So now at this point, Kelechi, can you please change it to let it be there. No, not the next slide. Okay. There's another that Kelechi will put up.